Hello and welcome back to Patch Math, where today we are going to patch your math knowledge over exponent rules. Specifically, we are moving on to the quotient rule. I have pulled these rules from QMath in order to cite my sources there. And looking in at just the quotient rule, you'll see that if we are dividing like bases, we subtract the exponents. Now, for some reason, they show this rule this way, but you're going to see the rule written or used in fraction form the most. They're also saying that this is a to the m over a to the n. We can subtract the exponents in the order of the numerator minus the denominator's exponent on that like base. So the way I have it handwritten there is actually how you're going to see it utilized in your math class. They mean the same thing. Fractions are just division in disguise. All right, here is an example of a problem you might be applying the quotient rule to. Notice we do have like bases. We zoom in. Anything that does not have an exponent has a hidden exponent of 1. We do want to show that in this case. Applying that exponent rule exactly as it's written there, we have x to the 3 minus 1, meaning x cubed divided by x to the first power is x squared. And real quickly, to me, when I teach this unit, I find it goes better if I show expanded form right alongside that so you can see why that subtraction happens. X cubed is just 3x's being multiplied. Right? And then x to the first power, well, that's just 1x. If you'll see there, since now all that we have are the operations of multiplication and division, and because multiplication and division are created equally in PEMDAS, we can choose to actually cancel out through division before we multiply those x's together. So you'll see that pair of x's can cancel through division, leaving us with 2 x's being multiplied, or x squared. All right, so repetitive multiplication is shown with exponents, and you'll see that's the same thing. Applying what we just learned to a new problem, but slightly different in difficulty. The key thing to remember here is like bases. And you have a base when it is raised to an exponent. In this case, our base is c, and our exponent is 3 there. Here's another base of c and an exponent of 2. Those numbers written in front of our bases are normal numbers. We cannot apply exponent rules to normal numbers. It's like the number one thing that students will get wrong in exponent rules. So that's just 18 divided by -3, which we know is -6. Now, if our denominator wasn't getting ready to disappear, I'd write that as -6 over 1. But if you'll notice, applying that quotient rule up here, we will have c to the numerator exponent minus the exponent on the common base in the denominator. So 3 minus 2. Simplifying that on down, we have -6 to the c to the first power. And if we're writing it in simplest form, we don't write that 1. And there you have it. That is the quotient rule of exponents applied. Thank you so much for your time.